Some people say being in the wrong place at the wrong time is just bad luck. But what if that wrong place turned out to be your last? Today, we re-diving into 3 real-life stories, all terrifying and true, about people who stumbled into something they never saw coming. A teen killed while driving, never even knowing she'd been shot. A preacher who took a terrifying turn in the name of faith. And a father who turned a yoga ball into a murder weapon. These aren't urban legends. They happened, and the details were worse than fiction. If you're into real, chilling stories that keep you up at night, hit that subscribe button and stick around, because this is Dark Archives. Let's rewind to July 7th, 1967. 17-year-old Nancy McQuan was just doing something normal, driving her brand new Camaro to work. Music playing, window down, probably feeling excited and free, like any teen with a new car. But that carefree ride took a sudden turn. Her car suddenly veered off the road and slammed into a tree. A police officer happened to be nearby and ran over to help. Nancy didn't have any major visible injuries, but something felt off. She was barely conscious. Paramedics rushed her to the hospital, but her condition got worse fast. Later that day, she was gone. Doctors were stunned till they took a closer look and found a small bullet wound hidden in her hair. Nancy had been shot in the head while driving, and no one saw it happen. Detectives were baffled. No gunshots reported. No witnesses. It's just a random, tragic mystery.
Ow.
But after a few days of digging, they came across a man named Theodore Day, who had been in the area, messing around with a rifle shooting at cans for target practice. One of the bullets bounced off something, traveled over 100 yards, and hit Nancy in the head while she was behind the wheel. He was charged with homicide, but a grand jury ruled it a total accident. He ended up paying a fine and walking away. But Nancy's family, they never saw it as just an accident. This next one is way darker. Texas, 2021. Jason Thornburg seemed like a religious guy. After a fire destroyed his home, he moved into a cheap motel and started inviting people over for Bible studies. People thought he was just trying to spread some faith. But what he did behind closed doors was beyond disturbing. One night, a man named David Lewis knocked on his door. David was on the run. He said he was in trouble and needed somewhere to hide. Jason told him he could crash for the night. Later that night, while David was asleep, Jason killed him. Then he did something even more horrific. He cut up the body and ate part of it, claimed it brought him closer to God. And somehow, he kept it all quiet. Blasted gospel music day and night to drown out any sounds. Over the next few days, he brought 2 more women into the room. Both of them ended up dead too. Eventually, Jason dumped body parts into a nearby dumpster. That's when police found out, and he confessed. Just like that. No hesitation. He believed it was a divine mission. He was charged with capital murder and sentenced to death. But here's the thing. Investigators think there may have been more victims, people who crossed paths with him long before this. He hid behind a Bible, but what he believed in was pure evil. Our final story is one of the most bizarre and heartbreaking cases you'll ever hear. Hong Kong, 2015. 16-year-old Lily was a bright, curious student.
Ow.
One day, she and her mom, Wang Sufing, left for a quick shopping trip in the family car.
Nice.
But barely a mile from home, the car started to slow down. They were both feeling dizzy and confused. And just like that, the car rolled to a stop. Inside, both Lily and her mother were already gone. At first, it didn't make any sense. There were no signs of foul play. The car looked fine. But then detectives noticed something strange, a yoga ball in the back seat, completely out of place. Turns out, Lily's father, Ka Kimson, was a chemistry professor. He had access to carbon monoxide and had been working with it in his lab. He had filled the yoga ball with deadly co-gas, sealed it, and left it inside the car. When the heat from the sun built up pressure, the gas started to leak, and within minutes, it became a mobile gas chamber. Ka claimed it was an accident, but the evidence told a different story. He was arrested and eventually sentenced to life in prison for the murder of his own wife and daughter. Why did he do it? No one really knows. He never gave a reason, but he planned it and carried it out like it was just another experiment. 3 real people, 3 real stories. It's Nancy, killed by a stray bullet from someone she never even saw. David who trusted the wrong person and paid the ultimate price. And Lily taken by her own father with a weapon no one would have suspected. These weren't ghost stories. They were just moments, choices that turned deadly. If stories like this make you look over your shoulder or double-check the locks before bed, make sure you subscribe to Dark Archives, because next time, we'll be back something chilling and you don't want to miss it. Until then, stay safe, stay curious, and as always, stay in the light.